back, hitting them gaps. No, you want to be this. You want to act like you Lawrence Taylor. You're not Lawrence Taylor. Just be Micah Parsons. And
You struck a nerve, G.
just the fact that man, it's just a diva attitude, man. I'm done with it. Trade his foot. I'm done.
Danny.
Alabama hit it on the head. Alabama offered Micah Parsons a scholarship. You know where, though? At running back.
Oh, jeez.
And I've said it since day one. Micah Parsons is a linebacker with an offensive mentality. He's not a dog. He never was. He had off the field issues at Penn State that got swept under the rug. Yet, we're not going to get into that. But I lost all respect for Micah Parsons 2 years ago. We're playing the Jets in a torrential rainstorm. The rain's coming sideways. We're up like 45-10. Legit. It's 4 minutes left in the game, fourth quarter. And Micah Parsons is on the field looking for a sack. My response is, it's 45-10, 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He blows his knee out with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Who's getting fired first, Dan Quinn or Big Mike McCarthy? I lost all respect for him. I can pull up a lot of plays when he gets, listen, you can call holding on any play, every single play. He gives up when he does get held, he just gives up. He's not big enough. He's not a full-time edge. That's what the problem is. If you want to make how can I phrase this? If you want to make a third down pass rusher, the highest paid defensive player in the NFL, he's not a 3-down edge. If you run right at him, any physical offensive tackle gets their hands on him, he's done.
Well, we have to blame Jerry Jones for that before waiting so late. He wouldn't be worth $200 million if we wouldn't have seen Josh Sweat get paid, and then we saw Myles Garrett get paid. So again, this is on Jerry, and he's going to continue to wait, and he's going to end up paying more. So that's where we are. Thomas Johnson said, leadership starts at the top. What example is being set by individuals in the front office for Micah to follow? Stop blaming the players for the owner's horrible business. And you know what? A lot of that has to do with ownership.
I agree 1,000%.
Yeah,
Thomas Johnson, but unfortunately, also the ownership and the people on top were the same people that were on top when we had the Charles Haley's and we had the dogs on the team. There's just no leaders. Dak's not a leader on offense.
No.
And we have no leader on defense. So, and I'm going to be honest with you. First of all, in a trade, I don't think us as Dallas fans would get what we think we would want from Micah Parsons.
No.
And I don't see another team giving him $200 million. But a third down pass rusher, but then again, last year we were told that who was our defense coordinator? Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer, who came back, gave Micah Parsons the freedom to line up wherever he wants, which is smart. Because in my opinion, he's a rover. He's a chess piece that you got to move around on every single play. And yet, where did Micah line up? Like 90% of the time, at defensive end, because he wants that money.
The highest paid. Well, and that's and that has a lot to do with it for sure. It's just that Jerry created this situation, and that's where we are. But when we talk about this front office, we got, again, like I say, we got businessmen making coaches' decisions. So that's why we are where we are. So it's just what we do. So again, we have prolonged this once again, and again, I'm sure Micah's not worried about it because Micah knows he's going to get paid. What you got, Pete?
And that's the interesting thing about it is we're like, okay, do you sign him? Because we know we're going to make a horrible deal, right? or do you trade him? Because then again, you know you're going to make a horrible deal in the trade for what you're going to get. So it's like, which way do you go with this front office? Because we don't trust these guys either way when they do either or contracts or trades.
Yeah. Well, that was Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson did that Herschel Walker deal. Jerry Jones cannot pull this. He could not even fathom to pull that off what Jimmy Johnson did back in 91. It's just no way he could pull that off. So I would hate to see us in that situation and see Jerry try to pull something off because he would muck it up. I mean, Champ, do you agree with that?
Don't say Jerry. Will McClay and Steven would mess it up. Because I think they the one that really run this team more than Jerry is. As far as behind the scenes, Jerry and Will McClay.
Right.
Yeah, I think especially Steven being cheap cat boy. Yeah, I think he will mess this up.
Yeah. So I don't think that's a bright idea to try to put Parson up as trade bait because I just feel that we won't get what we think we would. It wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't.
But my only thing is I still would trade him to give. I mean, because to be honest, this is the third defensive scheme in 3 years, and to be fair with Eberflus, if you plan on keeping him for the next 2 or 3 years. Do what they did. These players and draft right here to build your defensive line. Because I don't know about next year, but this the draft to do it.
Yeah.
And just the fact that we still arguing how to play Parsons. Yeah, that's still. I mean. For another day and time.
Yeah. Well, all we can say is the saga continues, and all we can do is wait and see. And here we are on the countdown to the draft, man. And Danny, I'm sure you got something set up for this draft day, and I'm not sure PR Cowboy and myself, and maybe Cowboy Champ, we're going to be doing the first round here on the live. So you guys not doing anything, y'all more than welcome to come through and hang out with us. But yeah, we're on a countdown, so all we can do is wait and see, guys. Y'all got any final words before we get out of here? I want to thank everybody for coming through and hanging out with us. Again, thank you. Do me a favor, hit that subscription button and hit the like button. But before we get out, starting with you, Danny Savage, what you got before we get out of here, brother?
Just gotta pray. Gotta pray for a good draft, man. We can't handle another bad draft in a row. Can't.
So true. So true. PR Cowboy, what you got?
Danny took it right out of me, bro. He said he hit it right on the head, boy. Hey, I'm ready for next Thursday night. We're gonna be here. You'll probably see a few candles lit in the room, and we're gonna, G's gonna come on with a Dallas theme song from the '70s show. You know what I'm talking about. You're gonna come on with it, and hey, we're gonna hit it hard. We're gonna be ready, and you know how we do it, G, on draft night, man.
Sir. Yes, sir. Cowboy Chat, what you got before we get out of here, my man?
Yes, man. It won't hurt to say a little prayers. It's superstitious, but to be honest, man, I don't. I just got a feeling that the Cowboys are gonna screw this up for the third straight year. I hope not, but I hope they surprise us.
Well, y'all, there it is. You heard it first from the panel. The panel has gave their thoughts on this upcoming draft, and again, like I say, all we can do is wait and see. So keep your fingers crossed, get your candles out, get on your knees, and say, "Father, just give me one Super Bowl before I leave this earth." But that's where we are. So anyway, guys, thank y'all for hanging out with us. Danny, tell everybody where they can find you.
Find me on YouTube, Danny Savage, Draft Guru. I've dropped 717 players since May of last year. I've dropped 85 mock drafts already, Dallas mock drafts, and I'm on mock draft 7.0 for all 32 NFL teams. But from now until the draft, it's basically just going to be mock drafts and sleepers. I'll be
That's
dropping
what's-
sleepers every day.
That's what's up. PR, where can they find you at on TikTok?
Yeah, PR Cowboys on TikTok. Find me there. You know, me and some other creators. Sometimes we get some lives going on live when we get a chance. But also too here, you know, Wednesday nights, and then come come with us next Thursday and follow this draft along as we'll have our list ready and you'll see live reactions when the picks come in. That's the best thing.
You'll hear a lot of this. Cowboys Champ, what's your final word, bro, before we get out of here, my man?
You can find me Clown Boys or Cowboys Champs on YouTube. And our final word is next Thursday is either a good day or it's gonna be a bad day. like what this draft depend on the first round. Gonna have good.
That's going to tell it all. The first pick in the first round, we're going to be the telltale sign of what we're going to do from there on out. So, okay, guys, like I said, always be safe and continue to be blessed. Thank y'all, and be safe
Peace
out
out.
there. Enjoy the rest of your night. Deuces.